Convenience and comfort has brought us back to kneel again. The world is an imperfect place. It will never be perfect. Yet it has become a really comfortable place than it was ever before. You feel bored? Open Reels and start scrolling. You feel anxious? Open TikTok. Start scrolling. You feel alone? Open YouTube and start scrolling. You're walking down the stairs? No problem. Check your notifications while you're walking down the stairs. So any emotion that we feel, we found a way to escape it in an instant, but not by actually solving the problem or to review the emotion and see what must change for us to change. We just go about forgetting the moment by numbing that feeling with a few pixels on a screen. All we can do with scrolling is just numb the pain, so it slaps us back in the face again. We're living the most comfortable lives ever lived by humankind. But the more convenient life gets with each passing day, the more inconvenient we act against it. Everyone thinks one new innovation and humans will live in peace and problem-free forever. But what they actually don't realize is that the new innovation goes on to create much severe and diverse problems again. Take for phone usage, for example. We used it for convenience in the beginning. It's cool, everything becomes way easier to live by. But on the forefront, we're stuck on platforms that do not matter, and all they do is destroy our time and consciousness, so other people behind those screens can make money off of our views and our consciousness and our ability to match these platforms. I would argue that as our day-to-day convenience increases, we become incapable with every passing day. When everything comes easy and you don't have to go through shit anymore, you become shit yourself. And then life becomes shit. There'll always be a few missing pieces. Always. And then you end up asking yourself this question again and again. Why am I depressed? You are not depressed. You are just working on the wrong stuff. Just shifting your work to the right place can make you forget your past and move on to a better life in a span of just a day. If your work doesn't need creativity, then automate it, delegate it, or leave it. It's a quote from Naval Ravikant. First things first, the dumbest thing you can do when you're still young is to try one thing and just do it for the rest of your entire life, without ever realizing multiple platforms, works, jobs, businesses, and ideas. Because you need to feel and experience the way all sorts of different markets treat you. What do they tell you in your presence is answered by how much money you make. Broke people will spend most of their lives working 1 or 2 jobs with just 1 or 2 skills for just 1 or 2 decades and die. But on the business side of things, it really means what it says. Business. You can't run with a single skill, with just a few tasks, and in just a few days. You need diverse characteristics and traits, routines and work ethic to win in business. You need to make your way out of the chaos using chaos itself. You cannot make money without bettering yourself when you are in business. Unlike a job, where you get paid for your presence and your mundane personality too, business is the best way to better oneself. The money you make is directly proportional to what skills you hold, what information you hold, and what routines you run on. It is what matters in this world, and this is why it makes money. You need to get good at persuading people to pay you an amount to build them something valuable, or get them something valuable somehow, most commonly known as money. People think that a job is a much easier and consistent way to live life. What they don't know is the job they work at is someone else's business. If you don't learn to connect with people offering work that betters you and impacts their life at the same time, while they are your clients or your customers, then you will be working at a business, doing a job for them while they do business, because you just didn't have it. You just didn't learn it. A job and a business are the same thing. You just get paid differently from both. Otherwise, if you hold your breath for a few minutes to see underwater, you'll realize that the world operates on just one single model to make money. Whether it's a business or a job you're earning through. The way your work generates money is simple and it's single. Do you hear me? It's simple and it's single. Number one, in a job you work to build an impactful product or create work that brings more work or money for the company. In a business, you create an impactful product or create work that brings more work and money for the company again. The only difference is that when you back off from attracting, connecting, closing, serving, and profiting all yourself, you just get to work on a piece of the pie rather than the entire pie. But when you actually go about identifying and resolving the market's problems and bettering yourself, you get paid directly. You are in control of the money that is made with the value you created yourself. But the thing with the business is you are your first customer. You need to pitch your offer to your own self before anyone else in business. The offer is to better your own mind, your own body, and your own soul. The results you promise to yourself is simple. To create a person capable of further doing business with other users and humans around. In business, you are your first customer. Your first offer is for your own self. Your first product is what betters your own basic needs in life. If you can do it for yourself, only then can you do it for others as well. Being useful to yourself is business too. Being useful to others is business again. You are your first customer. You are your first product. You are your first offer. You are your first result. If you cannot create value and change your own life, then keep bettering yourself until you can. Until then, when you're ready to turn up to the market and do it for others as well. Bettering yourself is business. Bettering others' life is real business. Anything good is business, whether it does or does not make money. Because eventually you will make money if you are good enough. People will start to recognize you. People will start recognizing you. People will request to pay you for your value and to rent your perspective. Business is all about you. The results in business are nothing but the reflection of your own lifestyle. But the good thing is bettering your life and building yourself is your first business. Till this happens and goes through successfully, don't do business with others. Build your mind, build your body, and build your soul until you are ready to do it for others in scale. At scale. The more profitable you are for yourself, the more profitable you are for others as well. People are willing to pay heck tons of money to rent your presence, your perspective, your mindset, your work ethic, your decision-making skills, and more. There's a lie that people say all the time. They always say 99% of businesses fail in their first year of starting. But it's a blatant lie. To rewrite this, 99% of people fail miserably because of the lack of the endurance needed to build a business, or because of the flawed standard set by their younger self of how things work. You first need to break the shackles of your past standards and see through things by relearning them right from scratch. It's not because they don't know much, it's because they haven't unlearned much. Knowing yourself is the best way to win life. Your strengths, your weaknesses, your distractions, your temptations, your superpowers, your habits, and lastly, your routine. What is the best way to know yourself? It's to test yourself and get the answers yourself. The test you can afford is not a medical one, but to start an online business. Starting an online business is the most affordable way to learn yourself, to better yourself, and to build yourself accordingly. People say working at a job is the safest yet most convenient way to make money, but it's quite a task. Living life to record and analyze yourself and design your life in a way to operate specifically for yourself to attain specific results is what matters in the real world, unlike the artificial one. This is the fastest route to make money for any being. Businesses and time are best friends. With time they better, with time they flourish. Jobs and time are worst enemies. With time they go worse, with time they die. So coming back to our point, you don't need money to start an online business in this day and age. The most beneficial opportunity of this era, all cheap and distractive things are paid. They cost money. But most valuable stuff like softwares and education and blueprints to become successful are free, completely genuine and free. So it doesn't matter what online business you are getting your hands on. Affiliate marketing makes money, digital marketing makes money, advertisement agencies make money. But why couldn't you make money then? Even if you've tried and failed. It's if you are capable of making that money. See, it's not what online businesses you put your hands on. It's all about how strong your hands are to pick that opportunity up. If you try to build an online business and fail, or you fail to even get started, then it's simple. It's a result too. The result is in the form of an answer to your own actions. Not getting an answer is an answer too. That your hand cannot afford to lift the weight of your hand. Go back to the basics and build yourself. Build your soul by connecting with your creator himself. Business is a lonely process. It's not a choice. So build your mind to navigate through tough decisions and tasks really fast, in real life, in real time, with real work. Build your body to discipline your mind and build confidence and an unlimited endurance. Building yourself is business too. You can't pay yourself money, but you will get paid for working on yourself too, but only when you do it for others as well. And remember, only positive visions make it to the end. Don't ever go to the negative route. The world is a dark place already. You are already faced with darkness all around you. To get out of this, you need a light inside your heart that can bring you out of this darkness. Sure, you can become light, but for how long can you stay? You need to light up everything and everyone around you as well. Righteousness and goodness is the way of a successful life. Remember. Marketing and content, funnels and sales channels. Nothing can work online. If you truly want to make money, what you actually need is to learn the skill of writing, the art of persuasion. What you really need to do is create value for other users on the internet. And the thing that you need the most is to build yourself first. Wandering around anything else cannot work for you. And I can teach you how I learned it by succeeding and failing about 24 online businesses in a row. Have a look at my paid program linked below and join whenever you want to change your life.